Stephen Curry has been redefining the NBA since entering the league from little-known Davidson College in 2009. The now 32-year-old two-time MVP and three-time champ has little left to prove as the greatest shooter we've ever seen. However, he's also changed the game in several ways. Let's take a look and see what some NBA legends think of this Splash Brother. Number 10, Michael Jordan. Jordan drew criticism from the media back in 2019 when asked if he thought Stephen Curry was a Hall of Fame player. Jordan responded by saying he's not a Hall of Famer yet, which many people took as literal. Some pointed to Jordan's competitive nature as the reason for making this statement. However, it's now clear that Jordan was joking and highly respects Curry as a player. Regardless, Curry took the high road and responded by saying that MJ is still the GOAT, but he's motivated and ready to do more. The biggest controversy surrounding these two players is the debate as to whether Curry's 73-win Warriors team could beat Jordan's 72-win Bulls team. Jordan has explicitly stated that he feels Curry's Warriors are no match for Jordan's prime Bulls, regardless of their ability to shoot. While this topic has been heavily talked about throughout the league, Jordan has made it obvious that he will always choose himself and his team over any modern-day dynasty. Despite this, Jordan appreciates what Curry is doing for the game. Although it's safe to say that the six-time champion will never back down from an argument regarding his Bulls teams of the 1990s. Number 9, KAREEM ABDUL-JABBAR. Like many, KAREEM has praised Curry because he's changed the game with his ability to shoot from wherever, naming him as his favorite player in the NBA as well. On top of that, the NBA's all-time scoring leader stated that Curry's the greatest pure shooter he's ever seen due to his limitless range and confidence to shoot from anywhere. In a 2016 interview when Kareem was asked why more players do not use his famous hook shot in today's league, Abdul-Jabbar credited Steph for starting an evolution across all of basketball, where players like him have a significant advantage over others due to their ability to control games with their shooting. Kids who were once taught to dribble the ball and get as close to the basket as possible are now practicing shooting from all areas of the court. Clearly, Kareem holds Curry in high regard and feels that he's single-handedly impacted how the game of basketball is played today. Not bad for a three-star recruit who played in the shadow of his father growing up. Number 8, Magic Johnson. Johnson came to Jordan's defense over his Curry comments, stating that it was obvious Michael was joking. Of course Stephen's a Hall of Famer. Johnson has long endorsed Curry, as he has him put on his list of top 5 players from today's NBA who could play in the Jordan era. Johnson has pointed out Curry's ability to shoot from any distance and toughness as his reason for believing that his game could translate to any era, regardless of the competition. Johnson, like many others, has also pointed to Curry's impact on the game of basketball, stating that he has changed the game with his limitless range and ability to score from anywhere. Magic even went as far as calling Curry one of the greatest clutch players that he's seen. That's a big endorsement coming from a top 10 player all time who redefined the point guard position while leading the Showtime Lakers through the 1980s. Number 7, Shaquille O'Neal. O'Neal was initially skeptical that Curry would make it in the league as a superstar, as he felt that his reliance on his three-point shot would limit his impact as a player. Early in Curry's career, O'Neal seemed to be right, as Curry suffered through injuries and inconsistency as a player. All of that changed on a February evening in 2013, when Curry truly announced himself to the world with a 54-point outburst against the New York Knicks on national television. Since then, he's won 3 titles, a pair of MVPs, and O'Neal's respect, with the latter also calling Curry his favorite player. He says that Steph has changed the game for good, pointing to the evolution that the game has experienced since Curry entered the league in 2009. Back then, taking a three-point shot in transition was unheard of. Now it's seen on a nightly basis, with Curry having led the charge for the past decade. Despite the praise, Shaq has made it clear how he feels about Curry's Warriors and his Lakers teams of the late 90s, early 2000s. Shaq said he would lay Curry out if he tried to run around screens to get open against the Lakers, even going as far as saying that they would not even be contenders against prime squads led by Shaq and Jordan back in the day. With all of this, we know that while the Diesel highly respects Curry today, he firmly believes that Human Torch would have had little stardom in the league in past eras. Number 6, Larry Bird. Larry Bird is another NBA legend in a long list to credit Steph for how he's changed the game with his unique playstyle. Bird has pointed out how the game has changed from being centered around two-point shots and looks close to the basket to now being centered around the three-point line. Bird has also pointed to Curry as being a beneficiary of the modern rules, where players are not allowed to bump other players off of their path towards the ball. Essentially, Bird feels that Curry would have been elbowed and knocked down in past eras, unable to get open for shots that he routinely hits nowadays. Despite his criticism, Bird still gushes over Curry's ability to shoot, highlighting the green light that he has to shoot wherever, whenever he wants on the court. Looking back, Bird may have been that player in the modern day too, with his shooting ability from all over the court. With that being said, who do you think would win a three-point contest, Bird or Curry? Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Number 5, Reggie Miller. Miller is a big fan of Curry, as made evidenced by admiration for the three-time champion. Miller, when asked about what makes Curry different, talked about the Warrior star's fearlessness, that belief that you can take and make any shot. Miller went on saying, "He does so many different things that I wish I could do. I know a lot of people love to compare us, but it's two different positions with him at point guard and me at shooting guard, and I have a few inches on him. But I think that fearlessness, that belief you are a live threat anywhere on the court, is the biggest thing I see." Miller's also come to Curry's defense several times, arguing that his competitiveness and shooting ability makes him a threat to stack up against the greats in any era, regardless of playstyle. Fortunately for Miller, he frequently calls Curry's games on TNT, so he gets a first-hand look at the player who's challenging him as the greatest shooter the game has ever seen. Curry even passed Miller on the all-time list of regular season three-point shots made this season, with Miller surprising him post-game and giving him kudos on the accomplishment. It's clear that these two share a special bond, something that's not always seen between current players and legends. Number 4, Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson, king of the crossover, has said that Curry is different and unlike anyone we've ever seen. His approach to the game has changed the way everyone plays basketball at all levels. Iverson feels that Curry has redefined what it means to be a superstar in the league, pointing to the new niche he's carved out as a guard with handles and limitless range. Iverson talked about how so many players were trying to take after Michael Jordan's playstyle, but Curry came in and blazed his own path to greatness. As a result, the rest of the league has followed. While Chef Curry and AI played in two different eras, the respect between the two is evident, as they've been spotted numerous times exchanging hugs and chatting courtside after games. Number 3, Charles Barkley. Barkley is known for his trademark, "terrible," saying in a way to heckle and criticize players in the league. Curry has been no exception to his criticism, as Barkley was hesitant to call Curry a star despite his breakout 2014 season. Chuck questioned Curry's ability to win games, as he pointed to the Warriors' poor record in previous seasons. In 2016, Barkley called Curry just a great shooter and not much else, stating that Curry's not a great playmaker despite the Warriors winning the title just months prior. Chuck even called out Draymond Green on national television, saying that he wanted to punch him in the face after Green's verbal spat with Rajon Rondo during a game. After apologizing for the comments, Curry stuck up for Green, saying that he felt Barkley's apology was not sincere. Obviously, there's some beef between these two, which should be interesting to watch in the future. Number 2, Steve Nash. Nash has called Curry an evolution of his game, pointing to his range and increased ability to take deep shots as a difference between the two. Nash made sure to point out that, despite the similarities, Curry is still a different player in many ways. Nash points to Curry's experience as an off-ball guard as the reason for his high-level playmaking ability, something Nash himself says he was not hardwired to do as a pass-first playmaker. Nash, who worked as a senior advisor with the Warriors before landing a job with the Nets this past offseason, has gotten a first-hand look at Curry's true dominance over the past half-decade. Perhaps the best compliment Nash gave Curry was back in 2018, when he stated that Curry is a walking piece of history. Imagine the damage these two could do if they teamed up on the court. Number 1, Dwyane Wade. D-Wade has some high praise for the Warriors guard, as he says Curry is his favorite player to watch in today's NBA. While both of these all-time greats have drastically different playing styles, Wade is in awe of Curry's ability to move around the court without the ball. He says that Curry's ability to move off the ball is what makes him special as a player, as he feels that there are few guys in the league who can do what Curry does without the ball. D-Wade even shared a story of guarding Steph while he was playing for the Cavaliers back in 2017, stating that Steph's slender frame and precise cuts allow him to get open from guys like Wade, who have bigger frames and broader shoulders. While Wade and Curry have had several memorable battles over the years, Wade got the best of Curry in their final meeting, hitting a one-legged, off-balance game winner to give the Heat the victory in February of 2019. It's safe to say that these two players will meet once again, only this time in the Hall of Fame. Where does Stephen Curry fall among NBA legends today? Are legends like Jordan and Shaq correct to question his ability to play in the past eras? Or is he truly one of the greats? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more NBA content.